South and Central America and the Caribbean are a very interesting territory because of there's a lot of blockchain things happening there. The territory was relatively dormant during COVID for obvious reasons, but we are planning to very aggressively reopen and accelerate in that territory. And I'm saying not only about South and Central America, but also about the Caribbean. We will count on the strength of two existing hubs. One is the Spain, where I think Spain can be of additional assistance, and second is Florida, for also obvious reasons. So we will cluster together the existing Americas region into a section in our task force, so that we can again build repeatable processes and have easier administrative approach. But we will also build a connection with Spain, because I think that's very important, and with the global Hispanic community. That would be the most important part about Latin America. And yes, Silvio has done a great job helping with helping to create the movement, not only in Latin America, but in Florida. And now it's our time to return the favor and to help him organization. Over.
All right, great. Thank you for that, Jovan. If Silvio does join towards the end of the session, and has something he wants to add, we'll have him jump in at that point. We do have George Petrovic, who is the lead for Canada. We'd like you to introduce your region and tell us what you have to say.
Hi, everyone. I, for some reason, cannot turn on my camera now. I'll try it. Sorry, I'll have to keep it like this. I'll try afterwards to remain. So hi, my name is George and I lead the Canadian chapter. Previously, as you know, Canada was and Canadian member were part of the American chapter. One could say that we are a new chapter now within the GBA, as we have a new structure and new chapter leads. So we have locked chapter leads for Toronto, Montreal, Calgary, Vancouver, and we are shortlisting the leads for Ottawa and St. John's on the East Coast. We have done a lot of work in the background, including research of the Canadian blockchain ecosystem, creating a list of startups, industry experts, and other organizations, as well as individuals within the government sector. So the team has been discussing and building the marketing and the structure of the future webinars, both podcasts, guest speakers, online events, as our Canadian mindset at the current moment is still extremely precautious around the COVID. So, for example, for us in Toronto, we've just been a week outside of the lockdown, which was going on for a couple of months, 2 or 3 months. So for us, it's kind of still in COVID situation. But I might say that we have, even without the COVID, I think the approach would be the same. And one advantage that we have over the US is that we are 10 times smaller, which makes us more agile and easy to move around across country. And the other advantage is also that we are a French bilingual country. So we're planning on engaging other French-speaking chapters in Europe, like France, Belgium, and Switzerland. If you were on the call, I think also it would make sense to bridge Canada with UK and Ireland, knowing that there are so many similarities historically and in the industry. So I'll be reaching out to you regarding that. And of course, now you're wondering, or the question is, of course, when will we start seeing GBA Canada much more? And we're planning to do it for Canada's Day, that is July 1st. So hang in and keep an eye open. There's going to be more coming in the next 2 weeks. And we have reached out to the current GBA members, so they're aware of the changes and our future steps. the responses that we got pretty much are most positive, because they want to re-engage into discussions and the adoption of the blockchain tech. And our focus for the rest of 2021, or these podcasts, webinars, and online events that, as I mentioned, is we'll be focusing on the major industries that are relevant to Canada, and that is mining, fintech, supply chain, energy sector, including gas and oil, fishing, forestry, air and space, gaming, and agriculture and health. So because of the hot topics for 2021 is obviously DeFi, CBDC, self-sovereign identities, stablecoins, and supply chain, as I already mentioned. So feel free to reach out to me. I'll leave my LinkedIn link in the chat group. And as well as I said, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Actually tried it for the video cam. If I figure it out, I'll try to answer you. At least you can see me in my COVID look. Okay, that will be all.
George, I have to tell you something. Don't turn your camera on, because that photo of you just looks so Hollywood. I mean, nobody ever looks as good as their profile picture, except for maybe Jovan.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I want to just remind all the chapter leaders, right? As we put events on the calendar, right? By all means, you want to put them in your local meetups and everything, but put them on the GBA calendar, because we have a communications team, and the role of the communications team is to essentially promote both working groups and chapter meetings.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Now Silvio is on, so I would like Silvio to. So I did the introduction about the successes of Silvio, but I think she would like you can hear it from him. Silvio, over to you.
Hey, Jovan, how are you? And everybody else. Yeah, thanks for covering the updates for Latin America and what's happening here in Miami. Obviously, lots happening here with the local government rolling. We're going to double down right now with the Miami Tech Office to roll out a different helium devices across the city, Telea IoT dashboard, bring a partnership with the people that run Code for America, which is Code for South here, to create a dashboard for the city. They already have a contract with the city, for example, to supply air quality sensor data in real time. And so we're going to be rolling out more of these sensors to be able to create a real-time dashboard of ESG across the city, just to prove out some of, just the latest iteration of the smart supply chain project we've been developing the last 3 years. There are a couple of Miami DAOs that have launched, which I think is super interesting, one with a Miami token. And in Latin America, beside the political turmoil, the first nation accepting crypto as a legal tender has just made their announcement in El Salvador. So a lot of exciting updates and a lot of progress happening, particularly in Colombia, Mexico, and Puerto Rico, which I'm sure Jovan already covered.
Hey, Silvia, quick question. What's going on with the Colombia chapter? How is that looking? And then, just in terms of chapter development, and then
starting there's two people looking at Medellin. We have one foundation that's rolling out an educational coursework that's sponsored by the city of Medellin, where we're going to be teaching blockchain technology, IoT, and other things to the locals. And the first phase, I think that's rolling out in the next couple of weeks. We're finalizing an agreement there, and then launching GBA Medellin chapter partnership with a referral from the UK team. Having both of them work together, they're having meetings and trading notes on the business plan that's been presented to the GBA, and then we'll be launching GBA Colombia along with that effort. Hopefully, making a publicity with the mayor when we fly down whenever the turmoil settles.
Got it. And then also, just to let you know, Don Lovett is going to be spearheading the state and local event during Government Blockchain Week, and I think you're on his team. I think Alex and maybe John Carpenter.
We've made good progress there. I got 2 task force members for the state of Florida, and I also have the main task force, one of the government blockchain task force appointees, Stacy Olivares, she's a GBA member in California, to connect with Ben Bartlett. So that should be on Alex's court.
That's awesome.